Not a small number over 2 games. New Orleans is playing probably their best basketball of the season.
Now the Pelicans come into this game at 23-15 year out of Alabama. Head coach Willie Green told us before the game he's become much more vocal this year as Brandon Ingram, one of the best mid-range scorers, but too strong there on the season. He is shooting 38%. Jokic down court gets Denver's first basket.
I think Dave Jokic may have the best hands in the NBA.
Took 47 years before they got their title, the most in NBA history. A turnover by the Pelicans. Here's Murray, gets past McCollum and finishes through contact. Thought he should have been fouled of the 2022 season. Sometimes this is where he's at his best, going downhill, getting the basket. He has 6 of the 8 points for the Pels.
Like Dave Griffin, his general manager, said he still thinks he's a couple weeks away, but this is a different guy tonight.
When he was coming out and you guys were evaluating, obviously you weren't in a position. Porter throws it down on Valanciunas.
He doesn't need to score.
Oh boy, couple of open lanes which you don't normally see from this Pelican defense for dunkers. But in terms of actual injuries, and he's been bothered by a quad problem the last week or so. He's only
and the last 15 games, Dave, 75% effective field goal percentage. He's on a tear, and it's why they're winning.
Jokic, pretty move, and McCollum so
fast pace so far. A lot of quick shots going up and down. And teams getting easy layups, too.
Oh, what a pass by Jokic, and great fit. And his role has changed, but his production has not.
And here we go, get to see a chance at this New Orleans Pelicans depth. I think it's the deepest team in the league. There's Larry Nance. A good night for the Bruins. Not a good one.
Closing in on a minute to go here in the first. Denver by 4. Another 3 for Peyton Watson. And Denver scores 2 points, 1 of 3 from the floor, and 1 assist. They double him, gives it up to Brown, who's open, and hits a 3. Made the play in last year, having Zion for half the season. Now he finally gets him healthy, and let's see what the Pelicans do. They look like a dangerous team, but they're struggling tonight, although with that Nance jumper. Jokic on the bench to start the second quarter. 11 points, 5 assists in the first. Reggie Jackson trying to shake. Daniels does and hits. New Orleans has won 2 straight games, 6 of its last 7, with the lone loss against the Clippers, who may be playing better than anybody right now in the West. McCollum drills another 3. C.J. McCollum's second. New Orleans 6 of 15 from 3. Denver 6 of 10. Shot clock at 1. Murray has to hoist it, and Murray able to connect from mid-range. Nice pass by McCollum, or excuse me, by Murray, and Jordan with the slam.
It's not a fluke. 7th best defensive efficiency in the league, and that's how you become a contender. That's, you know, they're top 10 in offense. They're 10th. In defense, they're 7th. That's what you got to be.
He's got 7 points here in the quarter, and the lead is 14. Good defense. Watson getting the steal and the slam.
He has had a tremendous first half. That last possession, he had a block. He contested C.J. McCollum and a steal here.
Valanciunas thought about the 3, instead gives it up. Ingram, the lob. Valanciunas gets deep and scores. 6 quick points for Jonas Valanciunas.
He's not shooting 80, 90%, so he's in a rut.
Think about that, 83%. We touched on this at the top of the telecast as he makes a great move on Valanciunas. That sometimes it's as a passer.
Yeah.
Or just with his ball handling.
Like I said before, he just gets you a great possession on every possession. I mean, Jokic does so much for his teammates.
It's 6 assists now for Jokic. He averages over 9 per game, which is good for 3rd in the NBA. Lead is 19. Alvarado hits a 3, the 7th for 5 points for Jones, who is a 2nd-round pick out of Alabama back in 2021. Jokic spinning and finishing, and Valanciunas puts his head down. You know, in the NFL, they have a guy upstairs that's in charge of the challenge flag for the coaches. You should.
That's not super relevant to an NBA game, but.
Oh, how about Jokic with an incredible pass to Aaron Gordon? Nikola Jokic with 7 assists, and he saved his best for last here in the first half. 3 seconds to go. McCollum at the buzzer. Good.
Wow,
C.J. McCollum drills a 3.
He has never changed. Malone says that's a rarity in this business. Jokic is the same guy he was 9 years ago when he arrived in Denver, and that's what's helped cultivate such a good culture here as well. Right on cue, guys.
That's good defense there by Jokic. Caldwell Pope flips it to Porter. collects, fires, connects on the three. Michael Porter Jr., it's a 2. But
it's psychological, but it matters. It affects how you move, affects how you play, affects the expectations. This is a good early look at that. See, the question is that's...
And we really saw that on display in the conference finals and the NBA finals last year.
Yeah, as you get deeper and deeper into the playoffs, it can get you a great possession almost every single time in the half court.
Meanwhile, New Orleans on a 10-2 run. Here's Jokic in the middle of the lane.
I mean, it's ridiculous.
79-65 Denver. Murray a little shaken up after the contact with Jones. Jumper by Jokic is good. Jokic 9 of 13 now from the floor, 21 points. The lead back to 17.
You're right. Shai Gilgeous is here we go.
Zion taking off.
You know, just catching it.
Jokic trying to spin baseline, and Valanciunas then goes right at him. They don't blow the whistle. Jokic clearing space, gets the dunk.
That's the question with the Pelicans.
Going back to your comment on Jokic and what he does for you in the playoffs, who's going to be that guy for the Pelicans in a playoff series? Jokic with the offensive rebound. Marshall gets the offensive rebound. He's been quiet. He averages 8 points per game. He's only taken one shot, and that was just a couple of minutes ago. Here he gets to the rim and flushes it.
You'd probably have a championship right now. And he was picked second round, middle. So that's why you kick yourself.
5 seconds to go. Williamson on Jackson with a second left. Floater is good from Reggie Jackson. What a sweet move against Zion Williamson.
Tough shot.
Jokic leading the way with 23 points, 12 assists, and 8 rebounds. He's 2 boards shy of his 12th triple-double. Jamal Murray from deep. That's his second 3-ball. I think Murray under normal circumstances might be an all-star, but it's hard this year with the number of games missed as Zion scores and is fouled. Shot clock at 7. They go to Zion, 14 points. Make it 16 as Williamson's starting to get going.
What percentage, Syracuse math?
That I can't give you. You got a calculator? Then
no, you said Syracuse.
DeAndre Jordan with the slam. But Denver shooting 56%, 43% from 3. Brown. And there's Jordan. Got the offensive rebound and the nice pass. Boy, good
one
minutes.
of them, and he's giving him some good minutes.
Zion hangs, count it, and 1.
As of late, he's been the second hardest worker in terms of his analytical metric output lately. That's exactly what they need from him, and they need more of it, quite frankly. It matters for game planning, practice, camaraderie, chemistry, execution. You got to be used to playing with the guys to get the results that you want. He said,
I hear FedEx Field has great waves.
Do they? Well, that's
terrific waves.
Huge. People love waves.
Here's Zion with the slam. Williamson up to 26 points now. Denver is plus 11 on the glass. By the way, Zion has 14 points in the quarter, 26 for the game. Jokic drills it. 5-game East Coast trip. As a steal by Trey Murphy. Williamson in transition with the slam. 30-point night for Zion Williamson.
They get one more home game, but then Michael Malone said the next 10 are going to really define him in some toughest stretch of the season for the Denver Nuggets coming up. The guy that's going to touch the ball the most, play the most, and then I'd say the Clippers. I mean, the way they're playing right now, veteran team, they're good. I mean, they're showing it.
Well, the Denver Nuggets look like more than a contender tonight. They look like another championship